Good morning and welcome to DHES TV News. Happy Black History Month. And happy Valentine's Day. There is no school Monday, February 15th, 2021. There is no school Monday, February 15th, 2021. Happy President's Day. This is B Week, Friday, February 12th, 2021. And I am Mr. Thompson with today's announcements. Teachers, please read your staff announcements. Pandas, are you prompt and present? Are you ready for the attendance challenge? Panda family, is February. Our theme for the month of February is kindness. Please join us as we celebrate Black History Month. Please welcome Genesis Chicas Umana as she leads us through the Pledge of Allegiance and the District Heights Panda Pledge. And get fit as Mr. Jeffries leads us through the Get Fit Minute. DHES Panda family, it's February. Are you ready for the February Attendance Challenge? Every day we will shout out the classes with the highest attendance percentage in each grade. If you want your class to be shouted out on the morning announcements, make sure you are prompt and present every day. And now for today's shout outs. Kindergarten, Miss Bacani's class. First grade, Miss Anderson's class. Second grade, Miss Brown's class. Third grade, Miss Jordan's class. Fourth grade, Dr. Johnson's class. And fifth grade, Mr. Butler and Miss Clee's class. Congratulations to the winners. Keep showing up so we can shout you out.
Sometimes we feel lonely. But we're not alone. We have the power to join together with kindness.
We are kicking off a great event.
The National Great Kindness Challenge Week.
What started with 3 schools in Carlsbad has spread across the world.
For 10 years, over 16 million kids have joined the Great Kindness Challenge, and you're a part of that. So go out and share your joy. Your kindness definitely matters. are so many people to thank. Now is the time to spread your love. Kindness has the power to unite us all.
The Great Kindness Challenge! Let's do this!
And now it's time for Friday's installment of the Kindness Challenge. Be kind to your classmates. Be kind to your classmates. Give a classmate a thumbs up or applause during a Google Meet. Tell a classmate how amazing they are. Compliment a classmate. Thank a classmate for their kindness. The books for today are The Sandwich Swap and We Don't Eat Our Classmates. The activity for today, Kindness Catchers. Take a sheet of paper and cut it into a square to get the proper shape to make your kindness catcher. You can decorate the outside layers with colors. Next layer is numbers, and inside you will write kind statements.
Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to make a cootie catcher. Now it's a really simple process and I will be walking you through it in a step-by-step manner. So let's get right to it. As you can see, I have started off with a square sheet of paper. So the first step is to get a square sheet of paper and then fold the paper in half by bringing the top and the bottom together. So just grab it like that, line up the edges of the top and the bottom just like that. Try and be as precise as possible and then fold it and make a nice crease just like that. Then you are going to unfold it, and then you are going to fold it in half from left to right. Just like that, line up the edges from left to right, and try and be as precise as possible. And then simply fold it and make a crease, just like that. Then you are going to unfold it, and you are going to turn it like this. And if you take a look, you can see that there's an X in the middle of the paper. Now you are going to take each of the four corners and fold them in towards the center of the X. So I'm going to start with the top one right here. Just going to grab it and fold it just like that towards the center of the X, and then fold it like that and make a nice crease. Just like that. Then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to continue with the other corners. Make sure that the corner is lined up with the center of the X. Fold it and make a nice crease. And the same thing goes with the other corners. Alright, now that I have finished folding the corners in, I'm going to take the paper, and as you can see it looks like a square again, and I'm going to flip it over, just like that. And then I'm going to turn it so that it sort of looks like a diamond, and once again I'm going to take each of the corners and fold them in towards the center of the sheet of paper. So I'm just going to start with the top corner and match up the corner with the center of the paper, just like that, and then fold it and crease it, just like that. And I'm going to repeat the process with the other corners. Now that I have finished folding the four corners in towards the center of the piece of paper, I'm just going to lightly fold it just like this. Just going to lightly fold it like that in half, and then, in half from top to bottom, and then in half from left to right, just like that, and then unfold it. And it just makes it a bit easier to work with, and I'm going to flip the paper over, so it was like that. And now I have flipped the paper over, and I'm going to do the same thing. Fold it in half from top to bottom, fold it in half from left to right, just like that, and then unfold it. And now, as you can see, there are four flaps. So I'm going to pop these flaps out, just like that. They're sort of like pockets. Just make sure that they can be popped out, just like that. And then the goal here is to get your fingers inside of the flaps, just like that. So you get two fingers, your thumb and your index finger inside of the flaps, and do the same thing with the flaps on the other side. And you have to bend it, try and bend it so that it works out to being the way that the cootie catcher is. So it's sort of difficult, but you have to sort of bend it like that, and then you can put your fingers in the flaps. So I'll just do that again. Bend it like that, then put your fingers in the flaps, just like that. I have my thumb and my index finger in those flaps, and then my thumb and my index finger in these flaps. Get them all the way to the corners, and now you can just push the flaps up like that, and you have made yourself a cootie catcher, just like that. It's a really simple process, and if you have your thumb and your index finger in the flaps like that, you can maneuver it. You can maneuver it really easily, and basically you can then draw or write on these portions right here, and that's basically it. That is how to make a cootie catcher. It is a really simple process, and I have walked you through all of the instructions in this step-by-step tutorial. And the hardest part is at the end, when you have to form it into this shape right here and get your fingers properly in the pockets. But once you do that, it is really, really easy to operate. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.
Live humble, humble yourself to build and wrong. Live humble, humble yourself to build and wrong. To build and wrong, the angel and song, the Lord and brought our hearts and tongue. I wonder why Satan keep a grumbling bound. He chained in hell where he can't get out.
William Edgar Burghardt Du Bois, better known as W.E.B. Du Bois, lived a very long life and was the singular, towering intellectual figure of African American life in the 20th century. He was born in Great Barrington, Massachusetts in 1868 and died in 1963 in Accra, Ghana. He was one of the first advocates of using academic knowledge in the service of civil rights and social change. With his PhD dissertation, he is taking on the entire edifice of sociology in the social scientific community, pointing out fallacies in the relationship between received wisdom about the races, about Black people in particular, and the way that that information is mythologized in statistics on crime or birth rates. Du Bois worked tirelessly to position himself at a university or at what we would consider think tanks today in order to have the financial support and the platform to make a difference. Eventually, he found his way to the editor of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored Peoples, the NAACP's New Crisis magazine, published in 1911. And for over 20 years, he used that as his perch to describe every facet of the race problem. He was also an early Pan-Africanist.
and participated in the earliest Pan-African gatherings in London, here in the United States, in drawing together people of African descent all over the world to change the balance of power, to throw off the yoke of colonialism and the human rights abuses here in this country. And when it came to the Harlem Renaissance, when it came to the New Negro movement, he parlayed all of those networks, all of those ideas, his facility in both social scientific work, his literary production, to prove with the power of the pen and the power of the voice and the power of organizing that Black people could and would transform this world, not just for Black people, but for democracy.
Humble yourself to build and wrong, live humble.
And now it's time for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand, place your right hand over your heart, and follow along as Genesis Chica Sumana leads us through the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and for liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing, raise your right hand, and follow along as Genesis leads us through the District Heights Panda Pledge.
Today at District Heights, I pledge to do my best. I will be prepared. I will be respectful. I will show integrity. I will be determined to excel. Today at District Heights, I will be great.
And now it's time for the Get Fit Minute with Mr. Jeffries. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for tuning in to DHES TV News. It's a good day to have a good day, so have a good day. Bye-bye now.